What is up, everybody? Um, it's been a while since I made a video. I'm sorry for that. Again, I am still here to make you guys personal videos if you want to see something. Okay. Uh, what I really want to go over today, though, is the mistakes that I've been seeing people make. Yeah. And honestly, it reminds me a lot of how I was 4 to 5 years ago. Um, and it's just things we can be avoiding. And obviously, the first one I want to knock out right now is full porting. The amount of people that I've seen full port, and I saw a few people sent me screenshots where they were in 10 different options that were all calls. It's just straight calls, right? Full porting. That's the thing is you can full port every play, and as long as you're making money, it's all good. It's okay. But the day that, especially swinging, if you're full porting swings, the day that it goes against you, you're done. Your account's over pretty much. You have to restart, sometimes from zero. Do not do that. I mean, yeah, full porting is number one. It's probably the biggest thing that I've seen happen recently. Um, Second of all, is I've seen a lot of people in the first hour of the day go up $200, $500, even $50, right? And then they'll go on to risk more than 50. If you're up first trade, don't risk more than what you just made. Your stop loss should be 25 and you lose. If the next one you lose is 25, all right, then you're done for the day. Your profit's 25, right? You make 500 and you're going to risk 250 on the next play. If you lose 250, that's it. You're done. You still walk away with 250. And $250, $250 a day keeps the job away, right? For some people. Anyway, um, let's see. What else I want to talk about? Spreads. Guys, please, if it is a spread play, you have to look at the bid and the ask. This is why I say learn before you earn. You can't just follow me because, again, if you don't know what a spread is and you're just buying the ask, you could be buying $60 over from what I bought and instantly start out down, and it'll need to go up so much more to be in profits, right? So spreads, positioning. The thing is that I'm constantly asked, like, when do I cut? Do I cut this? Do I do this? Right? I can't tell you because your position's different than mine. Again, I don't know what you trade in the day. When I trade something and I have a loser, right? I'm typically okay with it if I had another winner before that or after that, right? But if you're just picking and choosing the stuff that I choose, it's more difficult for you, right? Because let's say I had 5 trades in the morning, right? Let's say 3 are winners, 2 are losers, right? Well, I, won one, maybe won 2, and I took the third one because I have enough money to risk, right? If you're taking the third one, it's a loser for you, well, your whole day's red. And then I can't tell you where to cut that because my risk, again, like we just talked about, if I made $500 this morning, my risks are probably bigger than your risk, right? Because again, if you're only taking that one trade, that third trade, and it's a red trade, well, now you're down and you start off with negative risk, right? Now you can't really risk a lot because you're already red. Which again is another thing I want to go over. I probably shouldn't have showed that, but whatever. The recap for the day, right? I mean, you can look at the whole week, right? You can compare green to red, and these days were freaking amazing. I mean, literally, there was one red here, and then there was one gray here. This was green at first, and then red, and then gray. Anyway, and then here as well. Here's what you could see what we've been doing, and it sucks because I know some of you, a lot of you guys have taken these, right, the green ones, and been fine. I know a lot of you who have literally taken, say, 2 of the reds, 1 of the green, right? If you would have taken all, you'd be fine. But because you took the 2 reds and 1 green, you're not fine. Another thing is that I've seen people take the green and then not follow my sells. There's a lot of times that I sell and I don't leave a runner. Mostly because there's a pressure on me to sell because I don't know who was going to put their stops at break even, who's going to trim, who has multiple contracts, who has won. So a lot of times I do cut early when I don't want to. I don't know why I do it, and I guess I just told you why, but whatever. Another thing is that a lot of you guys have taken the green plays, right? But you don't sell at the same time because a lot of times it comes back on us, right? It might be in profits and then completely turn around. But if I say cut in profits, right? Well, then that's that. If it turns around, I can't do anything about that because you didn't listen to the cut. And a lot of times I've been pretty on point with my cuts, right? It hits a level, it rejects a level, it does something. I say cut for a reason. Yeah. Mostly because, again, if I win, you can see here, if I win 2 out of 3 trades, pretty much a 10 to 30% take profit and stop loss, right? As long as I'm winning 2 out of 3, which is typically what my win rate is, I'm green on the day, which is another thing that I feel so terrible about, right? Is that some of you guys had red days today because you could see here 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 5. Yeah. And then winners 1, 2, these are suggestions. Same with this red one, but 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? So 11 winners with the suggestions, and then 5 losers, right? Fuck, where was my train of thought? Jesus. Oh yeah, I feel bad if you guys have a red day knowing that I have a green day. You know what I mean? Because let's just look at it here, right? I lost 27%, which is one of the days where it starts out bad. Yeah. Okay. But the next two, 12%, 25%. If I went on in on the exact same amount of money, let's say 1,000 and 1,000, I'd be up. I am now green, right? I said SPY call. I mentioned in premium chat when somebody asked me, I said AMD put in my tab. I also said Amazon, Google, and Meta, I think, or something. Anyway, all those paid. The Lulu call, okay, minus 20%. Now I'm negative again. UNH, 100%, right? Now I'm green. Now I have money to risk. So I risk it. I do snow. Oh, look, 30%. Now I'm double up, right? So if you just say that all these cancel each other out, okay, I restarted on this point. And it also sucks, again, knowing that I'm green and some people are red because they can't take all my trades or they don't have the buying power or they're at work. And I'm so sorry and I apologize profusely, right? I'm going to try to be better with understanding that there are some people who are in different positions. There are some people who didn't take the one trade. There are some people who don't want to risk it. I want to look for the safest plays ever. But what worries me is that I'm the only analyst currently. If you guys are and I don't blame the other analysts for leaving, right? They're just super busy. Sometimes you see them come in, Bob, Alan, and they're great. Bonsai, Akira, they're great. They're amazing. And I seriously appreciate everything they've done. But with it being only me, if I only call out 3 of the safest plays in the day, right? Or 3 of the safest plays that I catch, yeah. Like for me, it was this UNH was my favorite play today, right? And snow puts I kind of liked. I also did like the NVIDIA and the Google put. Google put. Anyway, those were the safest plays for me. But yeah, okay, wait, sorry, train of thought again. I'm going to try to just focus on calling out the safest plays. What worries me is that say I only see 4 plays in a day and you guys are working or doing this or doing that. You guys miss 3 out of 4 of them, right? Or even 4 out of 4 of them. It just feels like you're not getting your money's worth. And I wish there was other analysts here as well to help me alert. So there wasn't so much pressure on me to overtrade because what happens with overtrading is, as you can see, a day like this. And if you actually look back on the past few days, it really you could see tons of green, There's always going to be red. Always, But anyway, yeah, another thing is, again, I feel like I'm overtrading and I feel like there's a lot of pressure on me because I am the only analyst here. And it gets to me sometimes. And I do apologize for that. I apologize if you did take the losers. I do try to recommend as much as possible taking as many as you can in a day because, again, I think I'm on like 2 or 3 weeks of even 4 maybe of just green days. But again, it's with taking everything I took together, right? So you can see even the SPY call did what, like 30%, and the McDonald's call was minus 40 or minus 50 even, and then the Google call right there as well. Also did like 20%. Yeah, what else?